I've been a fan of the Assassin's Creed series for about 8 years now. I fell in love with the series when I first played Assassin's Creed 2 when I was about 10 years old. Since I have been a fan for this long, it is only natural that I have so many opinions on the franchise and each game individually. Now I could sit here and tell you my favourite games or tell you the best protagonists. However, I thought of something even better. Today, I'm going to give you the top 10 blades of grass in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Putting together this list was no easy task. I spent hours sifting through images and videos of grass in Assassin's Creed, not to mention the countless hours of time I had to play the games to find the perfect blades of grass. However, all that hard work has paid off, as I now have a definitive ranking of the top 10 blades of grass in Assassin's Creed. Before I get started, I just wanted to welcome any newbies here. This is the Random Wavelength channel, the place where we talk about pretty much everything and anything. So if you like this content and you want to see more, consider subscribing so you won't miss an epic video. First things first, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. Assassin's Creed 2's grass is nothing impressive. For some reason they decided to create a flat green mesh. There is no texture here, no depth. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought I was looking at a Minecraft super flat world. Now you might say they had technological limitations here, and to you I say codswallow. There are so many aspects in this game where they could have cut down on to make this grass even better, but they chose not to. I'm talking about things like the robes and architecture. Even systems like the parkour could have been cut down, all these things that they wasted resources on when they could have been focusing on the grass, and that is why these blades of grass are at number 10. At number 9 we have this entry from Assassin's Creed Unity. What I do like about these blades of grass is the depth you can see. Unlike the last grass we saw, these ones are three-dimensional. You can see individual blades coming out of the ground. There's also some variety here of the heights, shapes and colours. Unfortunately, I'm really not a big fan of the density, or should I say lack of density. The grass is good, however they decided to space it all out so you don't actually get a lot of it. Perhaps they should have cut down on a lot of the flourish with the parkour system and put that into the grass. Okay, moving on. Now we have these blades of grass from Assassin's Creed 3. Something I really love about this grass is the sheer density of it. The grass is everywhere and there is a lot of volume to it, which is great. Unfortunately, I really can't put it any higher down to the lack of diversity. It looks like they've created a small patch of grass and just copy and pasted it. This means it is all the same height, colour and pattern. I expected better from Ubisoft. Next we have a very interesting one. Looking at it, you may think it is much worse than number 8, just because it is very uniformed and spread out. However, I actually really like that about it. The context of this grass is that it's being farmed. This gives it a reason to be so uniform. I really like the harsh triangular shape of it and the interesting curves it has. This blade in particular really speaks out to me. I mean, just look at that curve. Despite this, it still has flaws. These are that there isn't any variety. Maybe if it had some colour alterations or having different sizes, it could have been higher. Next we have this entry from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Unlike the game itself, this grass is very mid. They have the density here and even some slight variety. However, it is very plain and almost looks like an upgraded version of the Assassin's Creed 2 grass. Some colour in here and some more shape variety would have been appreciated. Next we actually have an entry from Assassin's Creed 3. Now you might be surprised to see another entry from this game so much higher up on the list. Well, this is because this grass has so much more variety. It still has the density of number 8, however, it has got these lovely little yellow flowers. I mean, just look at them. They are wonderful. For this grass to be even better, I would have loved to have some real texture in there. Assassin's Creed Origins has beautiful blades of grass. So many it was actually really hard to pick from. However, here is number 4. This grass is so much I'm looking for. Density, variety, even the colour is stunning. I love the bits of seeds that are at the top of some blades. It's even got some nice curves in there that almost makes it look imperfect. For it to have been even better, maybe some height variety or even colour variety would have been perfect. At number 3 we have grass from the latest Assassin's Creed game, Valhalla. Truly the only good part about this game is the world and the environment, so it is no surprise that the grass ranks so highly here. Just looking at this image I can see so much variety and beauty. There isn't just one green colour or one big patch of grass. I see yellows, I see browns of the mud where the grass has been trodden on. There are patches of flowers and stones. It truly is breathtaking. Unfortunately, it is all one height and shape. It would have been nice to see some differences in the actual shapes of some blades and having some patches of taller grass or the odd taller blade would have really made this a contender for number 1. Now this is an entry from Assassin's Creed Origins DLC, and this takes the penultimate spot. This grass is extremely similar to number 4, however I think it looks leagues above it. Just looking at the colour and you see that. The yellow really stands out and I think it makes it so different from all the other entries on this list. The height of this grass really makes it stand out as well. It is really impressive that it even moves out of the way when Bayek runs through it. Details like this are what makes it number 2. Like number 4 though, it does lack in variety, and that is really the only reason why it isn't at number 1. Before I reveal number 1, I just want to say thank you for watching. This video has been so fun to make and I really feel good now that my thoughts on this important Assassin's Creed matter is out there to the world. And with that, it is now time to reveal the best blade of grass in the Assassin's Creed franchise. One look at this image from Assassin's Creed Odyssey and you understand why it had to be number 1. The grass here is just stunning. It is everything I am after in blades of grass. The first thing I notice is the large variety here. We no longer see fields of the same blade copy and pasted everywhere. I'm almost inclined to say that there is no repeated blade here at all, and I can't say that for any of the other entries. The change in height and density all makes this number 1 as well. It is so perfect to go left to right and see harsh differences in the height of the grass and also the density. It not only makes it interesting to look at, but also adds to the beauty greatly. It is hard to ignore the playfulness of the pinks and purples that are interspersed in the grass here. The flowers truly make this image exquisite. If there is one blade that stands out, it is this one. The curves are so playful and interesting. The colour is satisfying and the texture is perfect. Overall, this had to be number 1, and looking at it now, I can't think of a single bad thing to say about it. And with that, this has been my top 10 blades of grass in Assassin's Creed. Thank you so much for watching. This video was so much fun to make and has made me want to continue doing more important Assassin's Creed videos like this in the future. Perhaps top 10 clouds in Assassin's Creed will be next. If you like this content, consider subscribing so you can see when I bring out even more Assassin's Creed content. Be sure to join our Discord, the link is in the description, so I can talk to you about your favourite blades of grass. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Papa? Jump.